So good morning traders, here's the new trade plan for this week. Currently we start with Bitcoin, then I go through NASDAQ and oil because that's very important and highly correlated market with BTC. I will show you also at the end of this video a training method, how to deal with that, what time frames maybe are the best to trade all these three, and why it's essential you look at NASDAQ and oil on the same time too, and what possibilities are there in case you are, for example, in a Bitcoin trade, the market is temporarily against you, but you know exactly the market will go up. How can you protect your account best, not only based on technical indicators like putting SL, stop loss or take profit, but also using those correlated markets to take some positions. We call that hedging. In case the Bitcoin trade went wrong, for example, and you made a loss, those two other markets will go in profit zone, and at the end of the year of the day you will close all your position with big profit. But let's begin with Bitcoin first. We have in this week very important data as Apple released its data. So the next earnings report is in about 17 days. The volume traded over 100 million contracts. The average volume 30 days based is at around 66.48 million, and the market capitalization over 2.73 trillions of dollars. Also, this morning I have already published the new trade plan for this week, so you can go to my Tradingview page. This is this one, DaveBrascoFX, and then this is the chart you click on the. So this is the trading idea I was publishing already, and then you scroll down below the chart, and here we are, and this is the comment of today, or the update of today. So why I see a short-term bullish move upsides. And then if you scroll down, you see here, for example, a trade plan for NASDAQ. If you scroll down, if you are a Bitcoin trader, then you scroll a little bit more down, and then here we are. We see for Bitcoin, for example, then I have already divided it into parts: upside and downside. Downside means if you are bearish, for example, at which levels you should keep care, the price profit target, where possibly we will have a very big bullish retrace, and also the same on or for the bullish side. Then not last least, we go down, so we see here also for NASDAQ, and last not least also for the crude oil, which levels are very important. Let's go to the technical side of the market, and we see here the NASDAQ currently, the Bitcoin, currently have found a potential short-term support at this level, and the target is still open. We are going, if we break about, we have broken about 65,000 and now 855, and in my report I wrote in the trading plan, if we go above 65,600, we potentially can go higher to 67,000. If we break that level, we go back to about 70,000 area to 71,000. Breaking that means that we go then to above, so somewhere around 74k. It can only happen of two very important reasons. We have seen that at the last weekend about the attack of Iran to Israel, what was estimated, forecasted. That's a very big trick of the Wall Street, especially. And so I'm not politically, but if you are trading the markets, I want to ask you something. If you are, for example, fighting against your enemy, right? Let's take the case you are a country and you are attacking the other country, which is your enemy, because they have been raping your brothers, sisters, whatever. How do you attack them? Are you telling them tomorrow at 12:30, I am coming with a red car and then I will attack you? Or are you planning your attack and then you attack your enemy so that your enemy has no information about that, gets surprised? So the question is why Iran told Israel, not secretly, but also publicly, on Twitter you can find all the news there. Why has Iran told Israel, in the next 2 days we will attack you? Ask yourself this. Take some moments, think about these questions. Why have Iranian told them, you have attacked our embassy, in 2 days we will attack you? I mean, they don't tell them we attack you, they tell them in 2 days. They tell them the exact time horizon of what exactly happened, right? So in the night Saturday to Sunday it happened, exactly in 2 days. Why? Why did it publicly, that the world knows it? I tell you what, because all this game is manipulated, and that's this attack, you can name it politically, whatever, is a game of the Wall Street, of the big guys, and the big guys are also the government, especially also those countries who are producing oil, and they have their own brokers, which well, the client is not, for example, the government of Iran or the government of Israel or whatever. They have private person, they're paying them to open accounts with some brokers to trade the stocks, options, or whatever, and of course they are making dollars, right? They are making big amounts of dollars. People say that Elon Musk is the richest man of the world, or whatever. This French guy, the chief of LVHM, with 200 millions. That's a fucking bullshit. The Ayatollahs, and I know some Ayatollahs have accounts in Switzerland and other countries, and net worth value of those accounts are above $1.8 trillion. So Elon Musk is not even, you can name what it is, right? Elon Musk is nothing. This LVHM guy is nothing. Warren Buffett are against those guys, nothing. The Prince of Saudi Arabia, or the King of Saudi Arabia, has a net worth amount of over $1.3 trillion. So, I mean, who the fuck are they talking about? Whatever, how are these guys getting richer and richer? Have you ever asked yourself why the most important events news will be released always on the weekend and the stock market is closed, right? We have the advantage that we trade Bitcoin 7 days a week, but Oanda, fuck Oanda, I hate Oanda, trading the crypto also from Monday to Friday. So that's also another reason I quitted Oanda. If you are with Oanda, go away from Oanda. That's a scam broker. That's a very scam broker. People who have been selling or buying Bitcoin, suddenly they had no possibility to trade Bitcoin during the weekend. What happened? People have been, for example, long here. Let's say they have been long here and they have been right? And then suddenly on Friday afternoon, Friday evening, after the close bell, Oanda closed the or stopped the trade of Bitcoin suddenly. Now we know that on side that the market fell deeper, right? And guess what happened? This guy who was bullish, for example, the market, now today he coming at his desk, he has been reading the news, whatever, he hopes that his profit target has been hit, and let's say his profit target was here, wasn't hit. Now he says, oh shit, the market went through his stop, even he put the stop, and I was looking at the Oanda page for guaranteed stop. Guess what? On Friday, if you have been taking a trade here, the guaranteed stop, because if you put a guaranteed stop, it means the broker is guaranteed or giving you the guarantee whatever happens, your stop gets hit, right? And the stop, guarantee stop that guy was paying for were exactly at this point. Exactly at this point, at around 65,396. We are now at 65,900. So that means this guy, right? I don't know who this guy is, right? He's a hard-working, honest person, right? Trading very good. And then he buys, he pays the broker for that paid guaranteed stop. Have you ever asked yourself, and if he is going, for example, to adjust the stop, the broker tells him, no, it's not possible. You put the stop, you have paid for that. If you want, you can unclick it, you can use manually stop, but we don't give you the money back, whatever. And that guy, for example, unclicks it, puts his stop here. What happens then? The market comes during the weekend here. It opens lower. All his position profit is away, and the market is far away, right? He was, for example, long here at 67,000 or I think whatever, and then the market went then to 70, 71,000, and now he has lost not only that profit potential, but also the market took him much more of his balance, initial balance, what he got. Okay, so be careful with which broker you are working, right? A lot of people do not really know the meaning of gap or the meaning of stop loss or the meaning of guaranteed stop. So it's, you really need, if you don't know that before taking action, to know what it is about. So, and that's guaranteed stop, guys, right? Not even because they say this is guaranteed, you should follow all the instructions they tell you. Okay, this game is manipulated. So you need to be very, very, very aware, right? So if you see, okay, during the weekend you are a day trader, close your positions because these events are happening. The same with Trump, right? The same with the Iranian attacks, with Hamas. All those shit happened always during the weekend, right? And the Wall Street knows it. That's the game of the big guys, rich guys of the Wall Street. So keep care always on your position, okay? So in Bitcoin, I told you we are going then to that level. Now we change quickly now to NASDAQ. So I have already my position open, and also this morning after Asia open, I opened the long hedge, meaning my short position is now from here until here in plus, and as I have been opened the position, this long position on the same time is also in plus. So, and that's mainly what I'm doing. I use hedging, buying deep and selling high. If you have, for example, this garbage of consolidations in the market, it's not a trend, that's a healthy trend. But if the market is making that move, that's a kind of garbage, right? That means we are again in 70% probability of the range, and meaning then the market is not sure to which direction for a midterm or long term the market is running. How can we do that? We can, for example, sell the position here, buy the position back here, or close the position, or we can buy it here and sell it here, take profit and go sell. Okay, that's a method what we do. But I'm on the same time looking how the market is going to which direction, independent of the news, as the market is always manipulated. So I use the hedging. Let's say the position, so I was selling here, the market is coming here, then I open a buy, but I don't close the sell. Somewhere in around my position buy from here to here is plus. My position here from here is also in plus because both are open. And then the market builds then a kind of shorter term higher highs, low lows, so a flag, for example. And then if the market coming back, then, and of course then based on my indicators and other researches, then I know, okay, long term we go here. What can we do? Then I take out this buying position somewhere here bit plus, right? I have been earning also on the way back, and I let run this position out. So then for NASDAQ, why is NASDAQ very highly correlated with Bitcoin? Because many tech companies, guys, right? I say only SMCI. Look, a lot of people are making advertising about Bitcoin, buying or holding Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin coming back, and so on. And we have also the earnings. The Citibank had bad earnings, for example, of this week. That's the reason also that the NASDAQ is struggling at this moment. If we see now in the chart of NASDAQ, we can see, for example, now it's building a flag, but we have also the reverse flag, so at the same time, meaning that the market is extremely nervous. The second fact is that after the news happened during the last weekend, I was expecting if oil, because oil is also traded after the Asian hours, if oil makes a very strong gap up, I come later to oil, then it is a very big sign that the market will go higher. Currently, oil is traded at around 84,069. So it didn't happen, right? It did just a small spike, but the market came back to around 84, below 85. So it can be also a sign that first some people have been taking profit. But my thought is that it will come next, and you can maybe follow the news. Then here and then suddenly a lot of experts are coming in the fake news media, and they're talking, yeah, Israel had or will attack Iran, so Israel will never get back. Then Joe Biden tells Israel, take the win. Then Iran says, okay, if Israel doesn't attack us, for us this war is open. Then another people getting interviewed is telling, you know why, what, you know the whole story, that the whole shit what's happening all the time. What happened with Hamas, right? So exactly the same. It's telling, yeah, we want to have back our hostages. And then what about, Iran now officially, for the first time in history, Israel attacked Israel directly, not through his proxies like Hamas, Hezbollah, and so on, but directly. What does it mean to you if a country attacks another country? Isn't that a war, a declaration of war? How was the 9th of 9/11? Did Afghanistan attack or Iraq attack United States? No, it was Bin Laden, right? A group of people attacked that country. What did George Bush did? He told to the media, we know Afghanistan and Iraq has been attacking us, we are attacking them, and then 20 years they have been occupying those countries, right? Millions of people were killed by them, okay? That's the true side. So they do the news, just they wanna make it and earn money of that, right? If the price goes up, it's of course very good of oil, it's good for the producers companies, right? Currently, and interestingly, this time Saudi Arabia has not mentioned anything. For example, if there is a war, we will increase the production of oil, whatever, that the tension of the oil market should be tamed. It's not happening, right? Therefore, I'm waiting today for London Open, 9:30 London Open, to see what the oil market is doing. If the oil market is opening above this range, so if after the open, London opens here, yeah, the current price is right here, but if the market makes this big gap, that means it doesn't recognize here, it immediately opens here, and then the market makes that move or running higher, I know exactly the shit is happening, it's real. And then in this case, then I go aggressively long at oil, right? On the downside, we have a limit here below 84.50. If the market coming that, it means it cannot hold then this distribution and become back. Then the media typically, then you will read certainly in Bitcoin they're telling then this expert or this motherfucker expert is telling that Bitcoin will go to 48 to 28, and you know all this is fake. Also, they will tell that Iran is attacking again, and just consider on these three markets, okay? You consider, have a look on oil market. These are the limits, the prices I told you. If the market is open above that, you know exactly the shit is coming sooner or later. Then Wall Street open in about 4 hours. The Wall Street win in NASDAQ and S&P makes this move, and then the market collapses down, and then Bitcoin goes deep, okay? So that means today the oil market open is very important for us. Secondly, the open of NASDAQ is very open one. If the NASDAQ opens with a gap down, it means, and on the same time, crypto is high, meaning sooner or later, crypto will come down to follows, because crypto is following in over 90% of time these markets. Then what to say anymore? Well, how to deal with that if you are taking a position? Be very careful at what time. If you put, for example, orders there, because the market will open the gap here and get up here, then it can happen that your limit orders couldn't be touched, right? So better than you will follow the market making your decision. And let's say, for example, you open the market here in oil market, you can do it. The same is working also with Bitcoin, and you put in a very, very tight stop in case the market is going down, and then also monitoring closely to the move that if your stop order or SL has not been touched, or the market continues to run through, that you manually close the trade and you can go short. Then as long, then let's say you are going short here, you put your stop somewhere here, the market is going high, going low. As long as the market is going lower, you don't put any more take profit, because that's a sign that we will have then a swing trade down, and then you let the trend ride. So about money management, we trade the stop, meaning the stop, as soon as you are in a winning position, you immediately will adjust your trading stop to the position and then let the market do the rest, right? So this is the first. You can, for example, calculate your stop loss with pips, better with the amount of the money you are willing to lose. So my golden number is maximum 0.05%, right? Meaning if, for example, $100,000 multiplied by 0.05%, and then you get the number. That's my maximum risk I take in every trade, not more, not less, not even 1%. 1% is very big number. Why? Because we have crazy markets, because the markets are changing, because we have a lot of manipulation in the market. because the Wall Street knows about the 1%, but they never know about 0.05%, right? So that's the reason. Then the second thing you can use is you can, for example, use this kind of ATR bands. These ATR bands we see here are telling the volatility of the market, meaning that the market is moving during a certain range level. Let's say, for example, the most people buy here. Where do they put their stops here? They would put their stops here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, right? So the Wall Street knows that, and it will trick you. It's coming back. Then everyone is thinking that your stop is getting hit. It will get hit, and they go short. What does the Wall Street do? Goes on the opposite side. But these ATR ranges, so I use a range of 3.5, meaning that the market in a range, as we are 70% of the time in the ranges, is moving around a certain ATR range, meaning that the market comes back and then goes up again. And the ATR range, as they calculate, for example, are optimally then for the stop that you are not getting hit too soon. And therefore I made a short video to show you how it's going. So I don't show you my trading system. You see here now, based on my trading system, I take a buy position. I immediately put the stop on the ATR range, right? So you see here, now the trade is running for me. The next step will be then that I move immediately my ATR range, my stop higher, but not now. I let the market that can be calculated also with the ATR range when we should trail our stops. The second possibility is, as we can see here, so when the ATR range is moving forward in the direction of my price, now I have closed manually because I get then the sign of a short signal, and we see then how I will trail then the stop. Then if I see a sign, then I manually close the trade, then I will go long, and so on and so forth. So watch this if you like until the end. I'm not going to show what indicators I'm using on my trading system because it seems to awake the fantasy or the thoughts in some minds. He's going now, maybe then he's going to advertise or to sell that trading system. No, I'm not going that. Therefore, I'm just showing you the results of today. We have been taking it during the last days, so be safe in this channel. I'm not going to sell anything, okay? But you can do something for me if you like. If you like the channel and also the updates and you find them useful, you can do me a favor, maybe to subscribe the channel and also hit the notification bell to share this channel also with others so this community can become greater. That's all you can do for me. If you are not doing it, that's also okay, because I'm not asking or begging someone. If you are doing it, do it just because it feels right and you want it. And if you don't do it, then your opinion, it doesn't feel right and you're not doing it. But come also in the future to this channel, and I hope that my videos are very profitable, benefiting, and very, very useful for you. So I leave you alone now with the rest of the video, and I wish you having a very high profitable, healthy, and funny, happy day.